Hello everybody, tonight it is our double feature Tuesday with Clash of Clans and Clash Royale. Have you been stinking up the games lately? I sure have. If you saw our first look at Battlefront 2 Sunday, I was absolutely dreadful in the online multiplayer action. Horrendous! Dreadful! So go check out that video, it definitely needs some love, and we need to make something happen there. So I certainly appreciate that. Now let's get to tonight's activities. It's time for the Stinkpot Show.
Coming at you live from Stinkpot Studios, it's the Stinkpot Show.
That's right, guys. This is the Stinkpot Show. I hopefully, no promises though. Hopefully that'll be the last time you have to see that intro. So if you like it, give me a thumbs up. If you don't, then just don't do a thumbs down. Just put a comment about it. So. I want to welcome our first highly newcomers to the channel tonight. We have Michael the Bicycle is on top with Adam the Gamer in a close second. So Mike and Adam, how you guys doing tonight? We are going to do things in reverse tonight because we've got some exciting things going on in Clash of Clans. So we will be starting with Clash Royale tonight. How's my sound? Are we good? Is there any lag? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm about 3-4 seconds lagging here, so hope you guys don't notice that so much. So welcome to all my stinking family. This is Stinkpot once again, and first up tonight is going to be our double feature. Actually, first up I'm going to turn off those notifications, so let's turn on do not disturb. There we go. So now we have can play in peace here tonight. So please be reminded, whether you are watching this live or on the replay, we want to promote a family-friendly atmosphere. Parents, check us out, and let me a comment or two if you give me your seal of approval. Now let's have a fun night. So want to mention our schedule once again. Every time I put up a new schedule, it seems like actually something will come up where it's a little bit different. So tonight we're supposed to start at 6:30 p.m. but because of what we got going on in Clash of Clans, I had to bump it back probably about 30 minutes. So don't be confused. Next Tuesday we'll be back to our 6:30 time slot. So hopefully you guys weren't hanging on the edge waiting like, what the heck is Stinkpot tonight? So just know that unless if I do happen to cancel a show, that cancellation will be on my Twitter feed or Instagram or one of the social media links. But I try my best to never cancel on you guys. So there's that. And then also a quick change that we'll talk about later in the next hour. So tonight we're going to actually go for 2 hours tonight because we got a lot to cover. So Luis Segura, welcome. You've put some kind of ASCII. I can tell it's some kind of word in there. It's like one of those stereograms. I have to stare at it for a while. No, I have no idea what that says. So hopefully it's all right. So fail, he says. So I guess it's not what he intended. Looks like he's trying to do some kind of word, maybe his name or something. I don't know. That's for all the live chatters there. So what are we doing tonight, guys? Like I said, we are starting with Clash Royale. Let me bring up my notes on this. So want to remind everybody that we're slowly creeping up beyond the 100 subscriber mark. As of right now, we have 108 subscribers. So if you are a current subscriber, thank you very much. But also hit that bell icon so you'll be notified the very second that I go live. So if you do have the bell icon selected and you're not getting those notifications as soon as I go live, let me know, and I'll see if I can find out why that is, because from what I understand, as long as you have that bell on, you should get those notifications right away. So, supposed to say Supreme. I was going to guess Soup, but Supreme, okay, so I can kind of see that. Maybe not so much, but oh well, it was an A for effort, my friend, so good try on that. I know it probably looks pristine in Notepad or wherever you started from, but the translation didn't quite come out right. So tonight we got a lot of action going on, so let's get right into it because we are limited in time for Clash Royale. So one thing that's coming back, if you have been on Facebook lately, is the Touchdown Challenge is coming back this week. I believe they had a post about 9 hours ago on Facebook that said Touchdown Challenges are coming back, so stay tuned for that. I plan on doing a lot of that whenever we do get over there. Right now we just have the basic challenges out there, the Grand Challenge and the Classic Challenge, which I've never beat either of those. Those are the oldest challenges in the game, and I still have never beat either of those. So I've gotten real close in the Classic Challenge. I think gotten one win away, but I just couldn't get over it. And you might see tournaments down there. We're going to be having a tournament sometime, this November, probably at the at the end of November, early December. We're going to do another tournament for just our clan folk and subscribers here. So stay tuned for that. And Carnell is back in the clan, which is Janet. So send a little hi to her. Maybe she'll join us in the stream as well. So let me go ahead and request some cards, do some little quick maintenance real quick. I'm only 9 fireballs away from upgrading that, and as you can see, I have currently 48,000 gold, which seems like a lot, but if you look at my actual cards, it's not a lot at all. There's a 20,000 to upgrade that one, and then where's my other ones? 20,000 for the Inferno, and then well, actually, I got a lot of. I just don't have the cards selected. Maybe I've been changing my deck so much. Here it is: 50,000 and 20,000. 50,000, 20,000, and 8,000. So actually, there's 3 cards that I wanted. I think it's Spear Goblins. Where are they at? They're 50,000, but I got a long way to go for that. Actually, that's 100,000. So to get to the level 13 Spear Goblins. So lots of 50,000 and 20,000s cost. So that 48,000 is not going to go very far for me as well. So thank you, Janet, for joining our stream tonight. We are. I'm not sure. Let's have a look at your deck. Profile. There's Janet's deck. Let's see. So you have a lot of air. So the problem with that is if they come all ground, that might be problematic, especially if they bring the Mega Knight. I can see that being a problem. Or, basically anything fast like Bandit. I don't know. The freeze will help out with all that, but it's definitely. I want to stress to everybody that there really is no bad deck in this game. It's just like this deck right here. This deck works awesome for me, and we're going to talk about this later tonight. This actually, I changed this deck this week, and we'll talk about that why in just a minute. So, the 3 things that we're going to talk about tonight are, of course, we just talked about touchdown challenges, and then we're going to talk about elixir planning, how you can be better at doing some elixir planning while you're in the battle, not before, not after. This is while the battle is going on. And then we're going to end the night for Clash Royale, at least, with some 2v2 challenges. So just stay tuned for that. If you got some friendly battle challenges going on, we'll get into that in just a moment. And I want to talk about my number 1 deck. So last week, or the last time you saw me use this deck, I actually had, let's see, where's he at? Okay, Elite Barbs. Which one did I have? Oh, yeah, that's what I had in there. So I actually had the Furnace in place of the Inferno Tower. So I'm going to go ahead and use this deck. And the third thing that I want to talk about is, this ties into the high-end league. So you can see I am back in the Challenger League here, and I automatically get my draft chest, which is the season chest. So no matter if I drop below 4,000 trophies at this point, I'm still going to get to open this draft or season chest as soon as the season ends. And when is that? I always forget where everything is in this game. I want to see it. Where is it at? Is it right here? Yeah, here it is. So 12 days I will get to open that chest up when that season ends. So we're going to go ahead and do a battle. And I want to show you why some of you guys, when we did the the clan versus Stinkpot, I was beating everybody, and then Mike came in here and whipped my butt. But you guys thought this was a good deck. But I'll show you a couple of reasons why this is not such a great deck. I mean, it is a great deck because it's allowed me to get into Challenger, but it does have its weaknesses. So I'm going to go ahead and counter that with a Skeleton Army, and the only thing that they do that is what they just did in that zap. So he got a good initial push, but I'm not worried on that. We still haven't seen the weakness of this deck yet, so if it happens, I'll be sure to call it out for you guys. So right now, sometimes when you start a battle, you just get bad luck drawn on you because you don't get the cards right out the gate that you need access to properly defend. But the goal is the good players will change that cycle around back to their advantage. So that's what we're going to try to do here is get things rolling in the right direction. So just want to do a little misdirection, keep things busy while I move in my counter there, and that's how you counter those guys. You always, when there's, you know, troops coming straight at you and they all attack in one direction, you want to do what I just did and put troops on the left and the right so they all focus on one side while you have other troops to take out the other side. And I just did the same thing there. Furnace on the left, Spear Goblins on the right, and that's how you're able to quickly counter that. So right now, you know, they got that initial burst, but I'm defending pretty well at this moment. So this is where I wanted to talk about the elixir planning stage of what you should be thinking about while you're in battle. So whatever, you always should have a snipe card, a card that you don't want to play until you have to, and they're going to zap that, so I'm going to be ready for it with the log, and see, there it is. So you always want to have that card in your back pocket. And this is where elixir planning comes into play, because my card that I have not shown yet is the Elite Barbarians. So with elixir planning, you want to make sure you can build up enough elixir to throw him out at the right time, because you want to do a tandem, a combo attack. So you just don't want to put out Elite Barbarians by themselves because there's so much that can counter it. So what I like to do is I'll throw out Elite Barbarians and Fireballs, and that is generally a good combo. And see, they drop that and their zap to counter that, so they had a very good effective counter on that. But more often than not, that will, now I know that they've wasted their zap so that Skeleton Army can counter that. And see, that wasn't such a good attack on my part, but it didn't hurt me in the long run. So if I can see now it's going to be hard to push on him, so now I'm going into conservative mode, and I'm just going to try to end up with a draw on this one. So we're going to see, maybe I can surprise him if I can get things out of whack once more, but right now I'm just playing conservative because he's beating me and I got to protect this 1300 tower here. So what I was talking about elixir planning, and you know, my combo that I like to use is Elite Barbarians and the Fire Spirit. So that's going to cost me 8 elixir. So you always want to build up where I can throw that out at any time, because something might come up that you may not expect. So you always want to have 8 elixir ready if you can, so you can counter real quick. And that's where good elixir planning comes into play. So as you can see, you know, we're just going back and forth here. Only got 30 seconds left in the battle, and unless something crazy happens, he's not going to come back and beat me on this one. So I'm going to build up and just throw my Elite Barbarians out there just to squash his upcoming advance here. So got that going for me, and now we got the Hogs. So he's going to get 1 hit on that tower, maybe 2, nope, just 1, and that's how this one's going to play out. So good game to this guy, Prinz. He had a good, excellent attack strategy, but I was, you know, able to counter it with relative ease. So that's how that goes down. And he was player level 11, and I'm player level 11. So that's just one example of what you guys need to do when you're elixir planning. You don't really want to think about, you know, where am I going to go with this attack. You want to have in your mind, you want to, it's like a game of chess. You want to anticipate what they're going to do, and you can kind of count their cards. And you know, that's why I throw out those low elixir cards in the beginning with the Spirit Goblins, the Fire Spirits, because it gives me an idea to see what they have. And once I know what they have, then it's a lot easier to counter and be ready for that with your elixir planning strike. So now that wasn't so bad. Now, but the weakness that we didn't get to see in this one is the big weakness of this deck is if they throw an elixir pump in the backfield, I have nothing that can get to it. So I don't have Fireball, I don't have Rocket, I don't have generally anything that can get there. Now, if they throw it pretty far up toward that river, I can maybe get my Ice Wizard out there or my Minion Horde out there. But more often than not, all I'm really going to have at my disposal is Log, and Log will do a minimal damage to an elixir pump. The second biggest disadvantage of this deck is if you throw a golem out here, throw a lava hound out here, anything that's tanky like that, I'm not going to be able to take that out as well. And you saw that Mike, he likes to use those Mega Knight decks. I don't really have much except maybe the Minion Horde to counter the Mega Knight, but all you got to do to counter my Minion Horde is throw out a little crappy arrows, and then the Minion or the Mega Knight can just keep on doing what he's doing. So that's why I changed this deck slightly. So it's just a 1 Elixir addition cost for me, and I put in the Inferno Tower in place of that Furnace. So, you know, let me know if you think that's a good move or a bad move, but you know, it really doesn't help me against the elixir pump. So what I've done to counter that is I come down here and I put Fireball in place of my Fire Spirits. So this is the best thing I've come up with that will counter both the elixir pump and the golems or anything tanky, which is the weakness of this deck. So what's the point of your profile picture? Which one are you talking about, Michael? What's the point of your profile picture? I don't know what you're talking about. Where do you see my profile picture, Michael? On the YouTube channel? Oh well, so here we go. We're going to do one more match to show you guys what we can do, how we can try and count. Hopefully we get something, maybe we'll get an elixir pump or what that we can counter. So I have 4,022 trophies, trying to hold on to that, and let's see how I do with this deck. So once again, the only problem with this is I only have one troop that can go, that is pretty much a low elixir, and that's that guy. And I can throw up my Inferno Tower and my Skeleton Army to dispel that attack real quick. So that's one good counter to the Hog, is the Inferno Tower. So now I'm just going to play it safe, and I'm going to go into Elixir planning and just start saving up, because and there he is. So I'm glad I saved my Fireball, and now I can do the Fireball, and now he's only going to get maybe 2 Elixir tops out of that Elixir package back there. So now I'm in the Elixir planning because now my Inferno Tower's gone, so I'm just going to do minimal troops again until I can get that back up. And I can see he's got a baby dragon coming down, so he's got something he's going to throw at that. Probably try to, yep, I knew something was coming. So he's doing that, and hopefully those elite barbs go down in time, and they do. So now the baby dragon was distracted by the skeleton army, and then it goes down pretty quick as well. So now his elixir pump is gone, so he didn't really get a whole bunch of elixir bonus on that. So I can see he's going to try another combo again. So they always throw those guys in the back so they can build up. And I'm going to just wait for him to lock on with his attack, and then I'll come in here and finish off this Hog Rider. So he only got 1 hit in. Just be patient. If you got 2 or 3 enemies coming in, just be patient. See what they're going to do, because you really don't want to counter them until they cross that bridge, when all your you can maximize your defenses on them and really get everything you have on them to counter. You don't want to counter when they are where those spirit goblins are right now. You want to try and wait till they cross that river so you can get everything on them all at once. That's the best way to counter a good strong attack. So right now we're just going to do that. And now they got that going, and we'll throw in that. So yeah, they're going to get some good hits there, but still nothing I'm terribly worried about. We're pretty even on the towers right now, so I'm going to go ahead and throw my elite barbs of my own, and I'm probably going to get met with that, got met with the lumberjack. So yeah, now I've shown him my big card, but that's not a big deal because everything's pretty squashed at the moment, and he's just getting minimal damage on my base, just like I'm getting on his. So we're just going to keep on pushing the best we can, but like I said, elixir planning is most important because I always want to make sure I can throw out that Inferno Tower when I need it for defense. So that's what we're doing now. We're in our final minute. And if you've ever played these high-level matches, you'll see that you get a lot of ties. So I can see he's not going to throw the elixir pump anymore, so I can use that fireball to my advantage to help that. And this is going to be a good game. He's not going to have enough, unless he has rocket in his back pocket, he's not going to win this battle. So we'll just see how this one continues to play out. So we got elite barbs, and I'll just do my elite barbs of my own to keep my Inferno Tower around just a little bit longer. Now we just have 24 seconds left, and while the Baby Dragon was focused on that Deep Barbs, the Spirit Goblins and the Inferno Tower was able to deflect that Baby Dragon. So we're going to come in again, try for another. He's going real hard, but it's not going to do anything against my deck. So there's that. So it ended up being another draw, and that's how we will end that battle. So there we have that. So Mike, welcome to the stream tonight. So what I was showing Mike was this is my upgraded #1 deck, because, you know, as I said, the Elixir Pump and Golems were weak against it, so I kind of upgraded a little bit in my opinion, and hopefully that does it justice. So now we're going to get into some challenges of our own, now that I've kind of discussed how you can be a better Elixir planner, how you can strategize on the go, how you can counter effectively on the go. So let's try and see some of these strategies in play. So I'm going to issue a, we don't have anybody online, so let's see, Janet was the first one to come online. So Janet, go ahead and throw up a friendly challenge. Thank you for the comment. Those nice comments, by the way, will get you much love from me. So that's why Janet's going to be our first friendly challenge competitor tonight. So let's see if I can't request. I wish you could request from the profile, but I guess you can't. So I will just do this, and we'll do a mirror battle friendly. See how that goes. Anybody? Oh, it's just me online. What am I thinking? So I'm the only one online at the moment. So we'll go ahead and go to Mike here. He's doing a mirror challenge, and just like what I said, he actually we got a little bit of a different deck. So these mirror challenges are good because they allow, you don't really know which deck you're gonna get handed, so you kind of have to devise your countering strategy on your own. So the first thing I want to do for my elixir planning is identify which cards are the highest elixir, and that's going to be the cards I keep in my back pocket and try to maintain the elixir for, so I can call them out anytime I need. So okay, we got that coming. So yeah, put Princess in the back, we'll put Night Witch in the front, kind of distract. The Princess should get a couple hits in and take it down. The Wizard's going to get a couple hits on our tower, but 1, 2, and then it's dead. So we have currently 1,800 on their tower, so not that bad so far. So we'll just keep on trugging here, and now we can see they got a Night Witch coming down the alley, so I'm going to counter that with an Ice Wizard. And Night Witches used to be very formidable, but you know, once you learn how to attack them, there's really nothing that can't, you know, any card that can't beat them. So I like to throw Princess in the back because the bats were easily killed by the Princess arrow volleys. So that's just my opinion, what I like to do. Well, I'm pretty conservative right now, and it's getting me some decent damage on his tower. So you know, if I know Mike, he's not worried about that at all because he knows how to do a quick strike. So now we're just going to go in and counter, mirror his troop placement actually, and throw some Fire Spirits in the middle to take out the remaining ones. And there we have that. So now we have the Inferno Dragon coming down the line, and the Fire Spirit's got a couple of bit of licks in, and hopefully the bats can finish off that Inferno Dragon for us. So they do, and now we got the Night Witch just going to clean up that tower for me, so that's excellent for that. Now I just have to defend for 48 seconds, and hopefully it does some good. So we're going to do a Princess on the right to counter those minion horde, and we're just going to come down and finish them off. So I see what he's doing, and it's not gonna work on me. So he's trying to distract me on the right, and then he's gonna come hard at me on the left. So that's my prediction anyway. So maybe he's going hard on the right, I don't know, but I predict he's going to try and distract me somehow. So I'm just gonna put in my Ice Wizard to take care of business, and this battle is going to be a done deal. Here he comes in the last 10 seconds. He'll push something. Maybe he won't. I don't know. Maybe he's just going easy on me tonight. But that was a good game, Mike. Good mirror challenge. And elixir planning, guys. That's how you win these matches. Countering and good elixir planning are a couple good strategies you can use to win these battles. So, good game, Mike. That was well played by you, my friend. I'm guessing you didn't have the deck that you wanted, so you kind of gave up from the get-go. You didn't come too aggressive on me that match, so maybe you're just not into that deck that you got handed. I don't know. But it was a good game, my friend. Alright, so like I said, tonight is our double feature, so if you're waiting for Clash of Clans, we are about 30 minutes away from Clash of Clans. We got something exciting that we've never done on our stream tonight, so I hope we got everything planned and ready to go for that, because it's a multi-person adventure that we're getting ready to go on there. So we're going to do this for Clash Royale for about 15 more minutes, and then we're going to take a break and get into Clash of Clans. So if there's anything you guys want to do, or if you have questions about Clash Royale, if you have questions about your decks, throw them out here in the chat, throw them on my Instagram or on my Facebook or anywhere where you can get in touch with me, and I'll be happy, because every day I am playing some game. Like right now I got Peaches and I got Yahtzee with Buddies going on, we got Clash of Clans going on, Clash Royale going on, Art of Conquest going on, Battlefront 2 on the PS4 going on. And every once in a while I'll dabble in some Minecraft still, so every day I'm playing something. And now I've seen this new game that I've been thinking about trying on mobile it's an MMO called Lineage 2, but I just don't have enough time right now to get involved in that kind of scale of game, because MMOs, MMO games on your mobile, that would just eat up my time. So I'm not going to open that can of worms up yet, but do we have enough on? Nope, we don't have anybody on. Where's everybody at tonight? So we have one person on. So Mike, let's do let's see. I guess we'll just have. Can you issue a friendly 2v2 from there? Let's see, friendly battle. I want to do one where we can co-op together, but I don't know if that's possible from my friends list. And there's a 1v1, so okay, we'll try that out. Mike will be a good test for this deck that I have right now. And let's see, he's a level 9. Dang, Mike, why is your level so low? Maybe that's probably why you can't get into a Legend League, because you're a level 9. I have seen level 9s up there though, so it is definitely possible. So right now we're just countering everything he has, trying the best anyway to counter, and I didn't want to throw that minion horde, and he kind of forced my hand on that one, so we'll just see this play out. And you'll see another strategy that people are using right now is they will use the goblin horde or the goblin gang to bait the log, and when you bait that log you can get that goblin barrel in there, and the point of the baiting that goblin barrel and the goblin gang is so you waste the log and the princess can just sit there and chip away at the tower. So that's what his strategy is doing at this moment, and he had to burn his rocket to save his tower from my elite barbarian, so that's good news for me. And now I have log once again, so yeah, pretty amazing right now, just going back and forth and exchanging blows, seeing who can get that little bit of advantage on the tower. So is he going to stop that? Yep, he got that going, but get a little bit of chip damage on his tower to help even up the towers. So let's go ahead and do some elixir planning here, and there we go. So the knight's going to go down pretty easily. Let's see what he has after that. And there comes that. And I will counter that with my skeleton army. So that's a good one. So right now, I'm slowly catching up to his tower damage. And now we got the princess coming down for some more action. So I'll put the ice wizard down here. We'll take care of the princess pretty easily. And we'll just continue to move on here. So Now we are dead even on the score, and we're in our final minute of battle. Hopefully we can take care of this problem before it goes into overtime. Let's see what we got here. And we'll just push real hard right now, see if we can't get anything going. And he's got the tornado. I had a really good push going until that tornado came and just messed everything up. So that was a good tactic by Mike there. And now I got the princess locked on that, so I can take it out with the spear goblins. And so far so good. We'll push one more time, see what he does with this. See if we can't get anywhere, and bash it all to heck. Get in there, Elite Barbarian, one more. And okay, so now he knows he's about done, so he's going as hard as he can to get any damage he can on me, so he can just rocket that that last tower there. So let's see if we can get it in time. The princess is there, and that's going to be a good game, Mike. So Michael the Bicycle asks, how do you counter a wizard without Fireball or Prince? So my answer to that, Michael, is what we talked about in a couple of challenges ago. When you have a wizard coming at you, when you have an ice wizard coming at you, anything that shoots in the same direction, all you got to do is put one troop on the left, one troop on the right, and if you time it right, you know, the wizard will engage one troop while your other troop can take out that wizard. So it's just a little misdirection there will get that wizard out of line there. So probably the best wizard, or sorry, the best counter to the wizard in my opinion is the ice wizard, but that's a legendary, and you probably don't have any legendaries yet, but you know, 90% of the time, the very first legendary card you will get will be the Ice Wizard, so stay tuned for that guy. But, you know, let's look at some. I currently have every card that's in the game, so let's look at some options for countering the wizard that might be available at the low levels. So, like I said, you want to put on the left and the right, so Spear Goblins on the left, you know, anything low elixir you want to do on the left. So, you could do you know, goblins on the left and fire spirits on the right. You could do goblins on the left, bats on the right, or even skeletons on the right, or ice spirit, zap. There's all kinds of options you have available to you, but the problem is you just can't put, you know, them right behind each other because that fireball is going to take them all out in one shot. So that's pretty much how you do it. Adam the Gamer asks, how many legendaries do you have? I currently have every card in the game, so let's take a look at the rarity. And now all the legendaries will be at the bottom, so let's count them. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 legendaries in the game right now, and there they all are. Going from the Bandit, the Princess, the Miner, the Night Witch, Electro Wizard, Sparky, Graveyard, Lumberjack, Inferno Dragon, Lava Hound, and the new Mega Knight. So that's the last one I've got. And I got him from the Halloween challenge. So they'll issue these challenges from time to time. And Mike's wanting revenge, so let me change my deck on him. I'll try this deck out. This probably isn't going to be a very good deck, but just give him something that he's not going to expect. So let's see how this goes out. And my favorite card in the game is probably the Furnace, because the Furnace is good on defense and it's good on offense. So it can just chip away at some of the towers. So I love using that guy there. And this flying machine, if you can use it right, it can stay alive and healthy for a really long time. And now Mike is using the poison to take care of one of my furnaces. So the flying machine was able to distract just long enough while it took some hits on that Inferno Dragon. And now the two Inferno Dragons are going at it. And now let's see what we can get in on his tower. So we got the skeleton guys coming in, and let's just clone them and see if we can't get some good damage in. And there they go, some good damage on that tower. So Inferno Dragon's still alive, I think he's flown around the entire playfield at this point, and now he's finally going to get killed by those bats and everything else. So I kind of misaligned that furnace, and that's how that hog was able to get in there. And so you want to place that, if that furnace I have now, you want to place it one tile to the right of where it is, and that way anything that comes down both lanes, those units will go straight for that furnace instead of the tower. So as you can see, I didn't do that, and that's what was able to allow him to go straight in on that. So let's try the Mega Knight drop and go in, and we'll put in some more skeletons to see. And he's going to get a couple hits in, going to distract with the skeletons there, and they're going to get a couple of chips in. So, you know, we got both towers down to about 1,400 now, and yeah, so it's still anybody's match at this point. He's trying to use that poison to his advantage, and so far I've been able to hold it. But if I can't get on an attack soon and get going, he's going to win, and I'm not going to be able to stop it. So yeah, he's probably going to take out that right now, and so now I have about 20 seconds to win this game. Otherwise, he's going to take it from me. So here we go. Let's try a Mega Knight push, and let's see what we can get going on here. So we're going to clone best we can, and come in there, and we'll clone again, and see what we can get going. So there they go, 2 Mega Knights going in on that left tower, and let's get some defense up. One more hit, come on, one more hit. Oh no, now I'm in big trouble. Big trouble, yep. Good job, Mike. I almost had you, almost pulled out the snipe. You redirected my Mega Knights all the way across. I'm like, okay, let me use this to my advantage. So, you know, the best thing you can do is just not panic in these battles, guys. You're going to get mad, you're going to want to rage quit, but don't. I can thankfully and honestly say I have never rage quit any battle in this game, and that's because, you know, I've accepted the fact that I'm going to lose. I've lost probably 12 battles in a row at one point. Instead of rage quit and just put the phone down, you know, like I said before, I play mini games. I just switch to a different game until I feel like I can get back in it. Because sometimes it's the game is just against you. Because if you know anything about the mechanics of the game, when you start winning, the game will put you against people that are on a similar streak. So eventually someone's streak is going to get broken. And then sometimes when you start losing, you know, you get pitted against those players that are in the same streak, but then that's how you also get on a losing streak. So just something to keep in mind, you know, on why you shouldn't rage quit, because no player in this game is what's the word? Immune to having a bad losing streak. It just happens sometimes. So but just stay on your toes. And one thing I used to try, I don't know if this is a proven formula, but whenever I'd have a bad losing streak, especially in these grand challenges and classic challenges, I had it in my head that if I quit the game for exactly 24 hours, that would kill whatever losing streak I was on. And because it seemed like when I come back from that I would string together a whole bunch of wins. So maybe there's truth to that, maybe there isn't, but I eventually got over that and decided, you know, the best way to increase my trophies is just keep going and going, because with every loss, you're still learning how to become a better player. So, food for thought. So, Michael Bicycle has Infernal Dragon, Night Witch, Lava Hound, and Graveyard. Those are excellent strategies for your legendary. Adam the Gamer has Lumberjack and Lava Hound. So Lava Hound is a really good distraction, and if you can get a whole bunch of troops behind that Lava Hound, it will tank for them as well, so keep that in mind. And now I might have enough. Nope, let's see. I'm so close to getting that 50,000, I can just taste it for my next upgrade. I'm about 1,500 short. So thank you for doing those challenges with me, Mike. And right now, I want to talk about one more thing in Clash Royale. So, Mike goes, I have a level 2 Lava Hound, level 2 Graveyard, level 2 Infernal Dragon. Okay, Mike, let me compare that to what I got. I love comparisons. So, let me, oops, sorry. I hit that silly switch on my phone again, so one moment while the feed comes back up. I'll go ahead and get on the screen that I need to get on. So Mike has a level 2 Lava Hound. Let's see. Hold on, guys. I'm trying to get it back. I thought I would get through a whole stream without it. Well, anywho, I'm not going to waste you guys' time. So my Lava Hound is also level 2. Mike has a level 2 Graveyard. I have a level 2 Graveyard. He has a level 2 Inferno Dragon. I have... Where's he at? Oh, he's up here in my deck, isn't he? I have a level 2 Inferno Dragon. He's got a level 2 Mega Knight. I have a level 2 Mega Knight. He's got a level 2 Bandit. I have a level 2 Bandit. He's got a level 1 Electro Whiz. I think that's where I beat him. Where's my Electro Whiz? Where is my Electro Whiz? I know I have him. I don't know what. I want my feedback. Not feedback. I want my screen back. Maybe that'll do it. I have a level 2 Electro Wizard, so I have one level on that. My Princess is level 3, so I got you there. Oh man, I don't know what happened to it, but anyway, that's pretty much what I wanted to show you guys tonight. So we're going to take a 15-minute break now, and I'm going to get my screen back, and we're also going to be switching to Clash of Clans. So Mike, don't go anywhere. I know you're a Clash Royale nutball, but just, you know, I wish you would just stick around for Clash of Clans to see what we got going on tonight, because we have something that we've never done in Clash of Clans that's coming to you in 15 minutes. So sit tight, guys, take a break, get something to eat, and we'll be right back. So I will see you guys in 15 minutes. Stinkpot